When you think of Christmas, you think of joy and you think of laughter. You think of the season of goodwill, warmth and love. You also think of the jolly fat man himself, Santa Claus, who is a personification of all the above. But did you know that there is another character who also shares the Christmas period with Santa Claus? And he's not interested in love or laughter, joy, the season of goodwill. He's interested in cruelty and punishment. And his name is the Krampus.
Welcome to Bizarre Podcast.
Now, as I said, his name is Krampus, and over the years he has had many different image variations. But what I'm going to tell you now seems to be the most common characteristics of the Christmas demon. Krampus is said to be a very large half-goat, half-demon humanoid figure, and he is covered from head to toe in thick hair, which tends to be either brown or black. And he's also said to walk on one cloven hoof on one leg and a bird's claw on the other. On his head are two very large curling horns which point up to the winter sky. His face is said to be a horror to behold. He has eyes that bulge from the sockets and very sharp razor fangs, with a long lolling tongue which dangles down from his grotesque mouth. He also carries with him very long heavy chains which are said to represent the binding of the devil by the Christian church. And it is said that he uses these chains to thrash about and scare and intimidate his victims and bind them. And hanging from the chains are very small bells, which are said to have a distinct chime and terrify his victims as he approaches. He also carries with him bundles of birch branches, which he uses to strike and whip naughty children. He also carries a basket upon his back, a little bit like Santa's sack, but this basket is not filled with toys. You see, he uses this basket to carry away naughty children who will then either be eaten, drowned, or simply taken to hell. Now, the Krampus' origin story actually goes way back in history, long before Christianity. His origin story actually starts in Germany, long before he was ever associated with Christmas. In Germanic paganism, he was named Krampen, which translates into claw. Now, St. Nicholas would go around giving out gifts to all the good children whilst they slept. Krampus would follow, but he would be looking for the naughty children. And when he found them, he would pick them up, put them in his basket, and take them away. Or if they were lucky, he would simply whip them with the birch wood. But I would say recently the tradition of Krampus has started to become more and more popular each year. Now, people seem to love the lore of the Christmas demon, which seems to bring down a certain darkness upon the tradition that we have all grown to love and cherish over the years. And it will probably surprise you to know that there are also many festivals held all around the world where the locals will dress up as a Christmas demon and go around actually scaring children. And intimidating adults, which is all in the name of fun, and the crowds will often reward them with shots of schnapps. Now, you've probably noticed that Krampus is also turning up in popular pop culture. There are films being made of the Krampus, and he also turns up on the odd occasional Christmas card. But this is one dark folklore tale I will not be introducing into my home this Christmas. So try and remember, on this 24th of December as Santa makes his rounds, he will also be followed by the Christmas demon. So try and be good this Christmas and maybe you will be spared a visit from the Krampus.